And thanks for staying with us. Let's now turn our attention to reactions trailing the fuel subsidy removal. Now, as reactions continue to trail the removal of petrol subsidy and the suspension of strike by organized labor, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has also lent his voice to the removal of fuel subsidy, describing it as an organized crime. He ever stated that policies must be put in place to reduce its effect on Nigerians. This next report x-rays some of the latest developments since the president's inaugural speech.
Fresh subsidy is gone.
This is one sentence that has stirred up various reactions from Nigerians. This announcement was made by President Bola Tinubu during his inaugural address at the Eagle Square, Abuja on May 29, 2023. President Tinubu explained that funds for subsidies will be diverted to other things like public infrastructure, education, healthcare and jobs.
Unfortunately, the budget that I've glimpsed before I assumed office and what I've heard is that no provision is there for fuel subsidy.
Just after the announcement, filling stations adjusted their selling prices of fuel, with some selling as high as 700 naira per litre. This effect was mostly felt by transporters and spiraled into other sectors. Following this development, meetings were held between the federal government and the Trade Union Congress to find solutions to help Nigerians adjust to this new normal. However, in the heat of this development, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, called for a strike formally scheduled for Wednesday, June 7th.
The NLC decided that if by Wednesday next week, the Nigerian Labour Congress and all its affiliates will withdraw their services.
Following a court ruling, the strike was suspended, with the Labour Union and the federal government reaching an agreement to further discuss on June 19. Reactions have also continued to trail the latest development on the removal of subsidy. Presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, during an interview on Tuesday, maintained that subsidy should be removed.
I have consistently maintained that we need to remove subsidy because for me it's organized crime. People were just stealing the resources of the country, and that crime has to stop. And I showed my own position in empirical data to show that the amount of fuel we consume is totally far ahead what we are supposed to consume. I showed it in data, comparing with countries like Pakistan, and it's very clear. So I maintained about its removal. And throughout my campaign, go and read my manifesto, I maintained about its removal.
Recall that the federal government has for decades subsidized fuel and fixed retail prices of petroleum products. The payment has, however, threatened the nation's fiscal position and impacted the government's ability to fund developmental projects across the nation. As reactions continue to trail the announcement of the removal of fuel subsidy, it is the hope of Nigerians that a favorable and positive outcome is achieved.